people are afraid to admit climate change because they feel bad. They feel like, oh, I'll be a jerk if I admit there's climate change now. And why didn't I do it before? What's wrong with me? Anyway, but it's okay. Listen, we're human. We are deeply flawed. We are deeply, our software has some big blind spots that have been exploited. There's just things about the way we think of ourselves that leave us open to being really deluded. And that's why, I'm solving climate change, because that's why I started the I'm Solving Climate Change campaign, is to model what it looks like when we're acting correctly. When we're acting correctly, our leadership has told us, this is a problem, we all need to deal with it. But instead what happened, it was discovered, Exxon really researched it very carefully, realized that, it was happening and predicted our current state, and then decided to confuse the issue because it would hurt they thought, the oil exploration profits. So the Bush administration was participating strongly with this. I interviewed Ann Walton for my climate documentary, Denying the Monster. She was a marine manager, coastal environmental manager. They did a whole plan for Santa Barbara. And then when it got submitted, it took a couple of years. And then when this coastal environmental plan was submitted to the Bush administration, they took out the word global warming. And, when James Hansen was interviewed, when James Hansen discovered the warming and started researching, putting buoys out in the ocean to measure CO2, and he was working for NASA, and they didn't like what they heard, and they took the statement, to protect the home planet, out of NASA's mission statement. That was their response. And then they told him he couldn't talk about global warming. This seems strange to me, since these people's children will live on the planet. What is the point of? I find that hard to understand. But I've never been that rich, so I wouldn't know what that kind of temptation is like. I'm sure it's not their fault. That's the thing. It's nobody's fault. Let's just fix it. Let's expose with the Truth Commission in what do you call it, in South Africa. Let's expose this whatever character flaw. Let's correct it and move on. Let's move on. Let's do something about it. Why aren't we doing something about it? Again, it's a big blind spot in the collective psyche that we can act like this. So that's why I said I'm creating this campaign. I'm Solving Climate Change. I'm working on a website for it now. But it's basically people recording little videos that say, I'm so-and-so, I'm solving climate change because, not how, but because. I'm solving climate change because I love the diversity of animals and plants on the earth, and I don't want to see all these things go extinct. And I just think they're incredible. It just seems wrong for us to be so blind about it. Anyway, that's my thing. So I'm so-and-so, I'm solving climate change because and then this will model what it should look like. And it will help inspire people to start thinking about, really honestly, why aren't we doing something? Or how could we do something? Or it will initiate that conversation, because it's sort of fanciful, because, none of us are really doing that much. But if we say, I'm solving climate change because, it creates a reality that people can live into. It creates an awareness of this conversation that we need to create awareness of. Because right now people, they don't even know what that conversation looks like. It's absent. So we're going to just create it. That's one of our gifts as humans. We can create it out of nothing. And so that's the campaign. And anyone can make the video, and then you just put a little hashtag I'm solving climate change, and that way we can keep track of it, and hopefully we'll create a little movement, social movement on this, which we really need. Let's do it.